The throne room was silent. King Viserys Targaryen, broken by age and disease, forced himself up the steps of the Iron Throne one last time. Lords watched. Knights stood frozen. Alicent, Otto, Aegon, Aemond, all of them waiting for the future to reveal itself. But this time, Viserys did not leave that future to whispers. He took the conqueror's crown and placed it on Rhaenyra's head, not as heir, not as Princess of Dragonstone, but as Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen, crowned before the court, before the faith, before the realm itself. And in that moment, everything changes. Because the Dance of the Dragons was born from uncertainty, from secret meetings, hidden intentions, and the chaos after Viserys died. But if Viserys publicly crowned Rhaenyra while he was still alive, the Greens lose the one thing they needed most: doubt. Otto Hightower could no longer quietly twist the succession. Alicent could no longer claim confusion over the king's wishes, and Aegon would no longer be a rightful replacement in the eyes of many lords. He would be a usurper. That does not mean peace would come easily. Aemond would still burn with pride. Otto would still scheme. Alicent would still fear for her sons. And Daemon, now standing beside a crowned queen, would likely push for immediate action, arrests, confinement, and the crushing of any green resistance before it could rise. That is where this timeline becomes dangerous. Because instead of a rival coronation in King's Landing, the Greens might be forced into open rebellion from Old Town or elsewhere, without the capital, without the throne, and without the advantage of surprise. And that changes everything. Rhaenyra would begin her reign with legitimacy, momentum, and the Iron Throne itself. Corlys Velaryon would likely commit fully. Rhaenys would stand firmer than ever. The North and other oath-bound lords would have stronger reason to support her. And if the Blacks hold King's Landing from the beginning, the war may never become the full-scale dance that destroyed the dragons. That is the true turning point. If Viserys had acted clearly, House Targaryen might have avoided the very civil war that shattered its power forever. Because Viserys' greatest failure was not naming Rhaenyra heir. It was failing to enforce it with finality. And if he had crowned her before the realm, then the Dance of the Dragons may have become not the war that was, but the war that almost happened.